Welcome dear students in the second video on understanding shapes. So we are dealing with exercise 16a. So let's begin with the first question for the day. I am taking question number 4, sub number 2. Is it possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angle is 2340? That's what the question asks, isn't it? So let's see whether this is possible or not. So let me take the number of sides to be n. Okay, now all of you know that sum of the angles is given to be 2340, right? Okay, now what is the formula for sum of angles? It is n minus 2 into 180 degree, and this is equals to 2340. So let's find what is the value of n. So this 180 goes to the denominator and you get n minus 2. So when you do the cancellation, you get 13 out here. Okay, now bring this minus 2 to the right hand side, so it becomes 13 plus 2, isn't it? Now what is 13 plus 2? It is equals to 15. That means number of sides is turning to be 15. That is, the value of n is 15. Okay, so one thing that I want to say here is, if n turns out to be a natural number, because n is a number of sides, right? So number of sides means it has to be natural number. That is, any number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes on and on and on, right? So here the value of n turns out to be 15. That is a natural number. So that's why we say a natural number, you can call it whole number as well, right? So since it is a whole number, that's why we say that it is possible to have a polygon, the sum of whose interior angles is 2340 degree. I hope this thing is clear to you. Now, what if the value of n do not turn to be whole number? For example, if you get a fraction out here, then that means the number of sides is a fraction. And can we have a number of sides to be a fraction? Can I say that I have got half some number of sides in a polygon? No, we cannot say that. Okay, so that's why when the value of n turns out to be fraction, then we say that okay, so we'll first copy this and understand what am I trying to say through the next sum. Okay, so here we have, is it possible to have the same kind of question, but here it is, angle is given to be 7 right angles. So let me take the number of sides to be n. Okay, and you know sum of the angles is given to be 7 right angles, which means 7 into 90, which is 360 degree. Now you know that the formula is n minus 2 into 180 degree. So this total angle is equals to 630 degree, right? Now bring this to the denominator. So do the cancellation. Here you see you will get 7 by 2, right? So bring this 2 over there, so becomes plus 2, and when you simplify this, this becomes 11 by 2. Now this is a fraction, isn't it? That's what I was talking about in the earlier problem. So n turns out to be a fraction in this case. So that's why we say it is not a whole number. So whenever n turns out to be a fraction, that time it is not possible to have such polygon where the sum of the interior angles is 7 right angles. I hope this thing is clear to you. Okay, so you may pause the video and note down your solution. Okay, let's take this question now. So here, if you see, we have, if all the angles of a hexagon are equal, find the measure of each angle. Now what do you mean by hexagon? Hexagon is a polygon where the number of sides is 6, isn't it? And here, as per the question, each angle are equal, isn't it? See, if all angles are equal, that's what the question says, isn't it? So that's why I'm taking each angle to be x degree. Now all of you know how many angles will be there in hexagon. Altogether there will be 6. If there are 6 sides, there will be 6 angles. Okay, so that's why sum of the angles. Okay, so if one angle measures x degree, then all together all angle measures 6 into x degree. I hope this thing is clear to you. Now sum of the angles, the formula is n minus 2 into 180 degree, isn't it? and this is equal to given to be 6x degree here. Now let's see what can be done. So n is 6 here, right? So 6 minus 2 into 180 degrees. So from here you need to find the value of x. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So from here the value of x turns out to be 120 degree. See, all these things you have done in linear equations in one variable. So that's why I'm not showing the calculation out here. Okay. So the value of x turns out to be 120 degree. And actually what is x? X is measure of each angle, isn't it? So that's why we say that each angle of hexagon measures 120 degree. Okay. So you may pause the video and note down your solution. So your homework is on the screen. Kindly do them and send it to me. Thank you very much.